was like, okay, that works too.
Okay, so I'm going to show you how to solve quadratic equations by using the calculator. Okay, so we're going to solve by graphing. Okay, so the first thing that we have to do is take the equation and we have to set it equal to 0 in order to graph it. Okay, so this particular equation is already set equal to 0, so I can go ahead and pull up my calculator. Okay, hold on because this is frozen.
Oh, there's the answer, guys.
No, that's to a different problem. Okay, so in order to graph the function or the equation, I'm going to start by hitting y equals. Okay, and you probably already have an equation in there. Open that calculator, do something, or adios. Okay, so all we're going to do is type in the equations. We're going to type in x squared. So your x button is right by the green key. The squared, you can push the little x squared, which is right over here, plus 6x plus 4. Everybody good?
Yes.
Everybody have that typed in, okay? All right, so once we have the equation typed into the calculator, we're now going to graph it. So all we have to do is simply hit graph.
That's all we do.
No.
No.
Okay, so at this point, the idea of this whole thing is that originally when I was going back to this equation and we set it equal to 0, the idea is that I'm setting my y equal to 0. Okay, so if you think about y being 0, where on the graph is the y always going to be 0? At the origin and what? On the x-axis. Okay, the x-axis is always going to have a y value of 0. So basically what we're looking at is where the function crosses the x-axis. Okay, so you can see that there are two places where it crosses the x-axis, and that's what we're looking for. All right, so the calculator can find those two spots. So to do that, you're going to hit second trace. Okay, and on second trace, they give you a bunch of options. The option that we're going to choose is number 2, the 0. Okay, so the idea is that we took the equation and we set it equal to 0. That's why they call it the 0. Okay, so we're going to hit number 2. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to use our left and right arrows to move the cursor along the function. Okay, I am going to put my cursor as close as I can to one of them, and I'm going to start on with the one furthest to the left. And this is going to take a little bit because the tablet is a little bit slow. But we're just putting our cursor on that left intercept. See, it works, it's just slow. Okay, so everybody roughly where I'm at now. So your cursor is really close to that spot. Okay, now the calculator is asking you a question. It says, find the left bound. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the left of that spot. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to simply push my left arrow key 2 times. Okay, left, left. And as I do that, I'm going to notice what direction my little spot, my cursor went. Notice that it went above the x-axis. Okay, so I'm going to hit enter because now I know I'm to the left. And when I hit enter, the calculator asks me a second question. Now it says go to the right. Okay, so now I'm going to use my right arrow key, and now I'm going to cross the x-axis, which is going to take me below the x-axis. Okay, so I push the right arrow key until I'm below. Okay, once I'm below,
You just do twice.
as many as you want. Twice, you'd probably at least go 3 times. Because remember, you hit 2 before, so you want to make sure you're on the other side. Okay, so after you've hit enter, you should notice at the top of the screen there's two little arrows. Okay, it is very important that you see those two arrows pointing at each other. Okay, if they're pointing in opposite directions, then you did this incorrectly. It's going to give you an error, and you're going to have to start over. Okay, so are your arrows pointing at each other? Okay, good. So if they're pointing at each other, then just simply hit enter. Okay, so what it has popped out is the point, the ordered pair for the solution. So the ordered pair is negative 5.24 and 0. Is that what everybody else got?
Yeah.
Yes? Yes, did everybody get that? Okay, so that is my first answer. Okay, so to the equation over here, I would say that x is equal to, hold on, let me get my marker. What was it? Negative 5.23.
It was negative 5.
Oh, 4?
Because it was 6 after.
236?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go with 6 then. So I would like for you guys to round to the third decimal. Okay, so everybody okay with that first 0? Okay, so now we have to find the other one. Okay, we're going to go through the exact same steps to find this other one. Okay, so what are we going to hit first to tell the calculator what we're looking for? We already typed it in. It's already on the graph.
Second trace.
Second trace. So we're going to go straight to second trace. And we're going to do number 2.
Does it matter if you do above or below with one first?
It does totally matter.
So always do
Totally.
above first?
No. It depends on the slope of the equation. And that's why I say put your cursor as close as you can to the spot and then go left. Because depending on the slope of the graph, it could be below or above. Then you have to start over, hit second trace.
Oh, because we do the first one and then we do the second
Mm-hmm. Okay, so everybody get your cursor as close as you can to the second one. Hit zoom and then out, or hit zoom 6, just to get a regular 10 by 10. We're almost there. That's pretty good. Okay, everybody where I'm at?
Yeah.
Your cursor is really close. Okay, so remember the calculator is asking you go to the left. So I'm going to hit the left arrow key twice. 1, 2. Okay, notice this time my left took me below the x-axis. Okay, so left, I hit enter. So now it says to go to the right. I'm going to go to the other side of the x-axis, which is going to be above. And then hit enter. Okay, are your two arrows pointing at each other? We're graphing and finding 0. Okay, so since my two arrows are pointing at each other, I can hit enter. And so did everybody get a second answer of negative 0.764? Okay, so I'd say negative 0.764, and those would be my two solutions for this quadratic equation. You got it? No. Okay, how about let's do the first question of the assignment together. Okay, so either pull up the assignment, it's listed as worksheet number 2 on my website, or I printed a few right there.